Hi, I'm Matt Lease. I'm an associate professor here in the School of Information at the University of Texas at Austin. Sure, I studied computer science for all of my degrees, so I have an undergraduate in computer science from the University of Washington, and I completed my master's and PhD in computer science from Brown University. So the information schools in general are a pretty exciting phenomenon across the nation right now. So they bring together people across a lot of different disciplines. So for my part, as a computer scientist, I'm interested in a lot of how the systems work behind the scenes, making systems that are accurate, fast, scalable. But also systems have to be useful for people. So we want to make sure that when users interact with our systems, that they work effectively for the people who are going to use them. So my research centers on two main areas: search engines like Google and online crowdsourcing systems where we engage people on the internet to do useful work. And in both cases, these are very human-centered computing enterprises. So for a search engine, it doesn't matter how fast Google retrieves results if people don't understand how to use it and search effectively. And with online crowdsourcing systems, it doesn't matter how many people around the world you can connect if they don't understand how to effectively perform and do the useful work you're asking of them. So information schools are this really exciting place where there's interest both in back-end systems and front-end user experience and user design. So it's been a great place for me to explore both aspects of research in my work here. Yeah, so I wear two main hats in my research. So in terms of search engines, we're thinking a lot about how we can make search work more accurately or to provide access to different kinds of materials. So for instance, I have a project where we've looked at searching for conversational speech. So you might imagine that in your classes, you have a lot of conversation recorded in terms of the professor informally presenting work or students discussing it, and you might want to be able to search back later to find aspects of the class that are relevant to something you're studying for a final exam. So making search work for that kind of conversational speech is really different than making search work effectively for text. Another example of a project I'm starting work on is making search work effectively for Arabic language instead of English. And Arabic is further complicated because not only do we have, say, the written form of Arabic, modern standard Arabic, but we have a lot of different dialectal variations. So making a search tool that works effectively for all these different variations of language is hard. And further, if we want to try to make cross-lingual search work, so let people search, say, in English, but to be able to search documents that are written in French or Arabic is another challenge to make search work effectively. So in my classes, I try to bring together both an opportunity for breadth and depth work. So the information school gathers students from a lot of different backgrounds, and they might have different things they want to do and different skill sets they bring. So during class time in breadth, we try to provide a lot of coverage of the subject matter. So say in information retrieval, we learn a lot about how search engines are built, how you measure their effectiveness, what is the nature of relevance, how we sort of make systems both scalable but also very usable. But then in terms of the depth component, I try to let students pick projects that they're most interested in based on the skills that they bring into the classroom and just their own personal background. And so explore these projects in greater depth. And a number of students have actually gone on to publish their projects after graduation or use them in their electronic portfolios when they're going on the job market. So it's pretty exciting always to see the new things that students come up with on their own when I get out of the way and let them explore ideas of interest to them. Yeah, the School of Information is a really exciting place for a lot of different kinds of research that happen here. So for my research in search engines and crowdsourcing, I'm actually part of a larger group here called the Intelligent Systems Group. This includes Edison Tamaz, Unmil Karadkar, Donna Garari. So all of us have backgrounds in computer science, and we're all interested in making systems that work more effectively for people. So this brings together technologies like artificial intelligence, machine learning, statistics, pattern recognition. But often there is also a user element to them as well. So trying to make sure our systems are not only very intelligent, but usable for the people that depend on them.